All right. We're here. We're live.
We are?
Yes, we are.
Oh, good.
We're live. Welcome to the show, everybody. The Hopped Up Podcast. It's quickly become a podcast about food.
Yes.
Since we're all locked in, we decided to do the big thing this week. And Mark and I have gone into the fast food world. And by the way, if you don't know, I'm your host, Jonathan. The better host, Mark, over here.
Hello. I'm your co-host, Mark. How are you? Everybody? Hope everybody's good. It's Monday again. Wow. Finally there's something to look forward to on a Monday.
I know.
I wake up, it's usually Mondays like, oh, such a drag. And now I'm like, oh yeah, Monday, something to do. Yay.
You basically get to break the diet.
Yes, basically.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, this week.
So how have you been?
Man, just busy with the company and the business, and just like here in forms and legal and all. I've got a big announcement coming soon-ish, so I keep teasing every week. But you'll like give it a week or two, and the rest of y'all will know what's going on. And
Man,
I don't know, maybe.
This patch business is big business.
Well, patch is big business. Yeah, patch is actually pretty good, man. I got what you can't see off camera over here. I got like a wholesale order, like boxes stacked up. I got to take those out to FedEx tomorrow. But
good old patches.
Yeah, I know. Little pieces of rubber. Oh, what about you, man? What have you been up to? Doing the football thing?
Oh yeah, yesterday it was good practice. Yesterday, I got kicked in the knee as I was trying to go make a tackle. Ethan, if you're watching, thank you very much. I am now officially a cripple. I'm too old for this. Yeah. So. Uh-oh.
I broke the screen. I broke the screen. There we go. I unbroke the screen.
Are we back? Okay,
yes, we're back. I was trying to get the audio. I was trying to switch the audio, and I'm like, I broke the screen.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're back.
Hang on. Are we?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, are we still?
Oh, we may not be. I may have broke it.
Is it just our voices? Oh, still no faces?
Yes, we have no picture. Oh, no.
No,
broke it.
You messed with the audio and you
lost
I
actually minimized the zoom. Don't leave us. Don't leave us. Stay in chat, Mark. I'm gonna try to fix this.
We'll be back.
How do I fix this?
It wasn't my buddy Ethan who kicked me. It was my buddy Jerry. And you know what? Sometimes their names are so similar. Ghost month in Chinese culture, so true. But yeah, I live in a village. It's nice and very cultural here. When it's like the ghost festival, everybody's doing something kind of spooky. It's all good. But yeah, it's been so far so good. And last week has been pretty busy. We've been doing the bunch of filming at work, and we have some other exciting things coming. So I've been doing nothing but filming pretty much all of last week. It's been one of those weeks. So thank you everybody.
I don't even know what's going on here. I broke it.
Oh no. Technical difficulties strike again.
We were just bragging. We're like, oh, we're fine. We're all good, man. We got this thing.
This is the second week. No. Second week of everything going smooth.
No. All right. Let's do this.
Do we? Anyways, I hope everybody else had a wonderful week last week. Nice to see so many.
I'm bringing us back.
Faces.
I got me. You're next.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God. There you are.
This is.
If
I can make it work.
Somehow pop up as just like an avatar, I'll be happy.
Yeah, actually I could just hand draw something real quick, and I'll just put it over here where your picture goes.
Yeah, like I'll be okay with that. I'll be totally okay with that. Yeah, I'm afraid.
There we go. We're back. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Yes, we're back. I'm just making sure. I'm also looking off screen here, off camera, to make sure that we're good. We are good. All right. Yeah.
So in this, don't click anything, Jonathan. There we go. Hands off. Hands above the table, right above the sheets. Isn't that the rule? All right. So I think this is a good time to chill out a little bit and talk about what we're gonna be drinking, because I sure as heck need what I have after that little moment of stress. This is critical. I am drinking, if anybody could read Korean backwards, congratulations. This is I I know it's made by Arc. It's Korean craft brewery. It's Arc. It looks like it's the name of the company, and it is a combination of a coffee ale. This isn't like a coffee stout. I'm assuming the assumption is it's actually coffee and ale. It's actually, here you go. In English, it's called a Biricano. Yeah. Yeah, Biricano. Hong Kong Goose. So, Fasu Yao, you said?
Can't hear him.
Fasu Yao. Oh, yeah, Cantonese, I suck. No audio from you. All right, hang on. All right, try it again.
Hello. Do you guys
Yes,
hear me
you're
now?
live now. Okay,
we're good now.
So let's talk
Anyways,
about your beer again. You got to start at the top.
getting back to this. So I'm drinking a local craft beer from Hong Kong called Hong Kong. The brewery is called Hong Kong Yao, which pretty much translates to Hong Kong Dude. It's a pale ale. So the series is called Fa Xiu Yao. Fa Xiu Yao, what they say is translated into like an enthusiast, but it's more along the lines of like an otaku. So this is a pretty good one. I love. I really like this one out of a tap. It's my go-to. And it smells good too.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try mine. Mine is very
Cheers,
much a
my friend.
coffee-ish smell. So we'll see.
Yeah. What's yours like?
As described, like a pale ale, not pale ale, more of a blonde ale.
Mm-hmm.
So really kind of mild. Think like Bass. It's actually what it reminds me of a black and tan with some coffee added to it. Like somebody took a black and
Nice.
tan, it's like a Guinness and a Bass, did the half and half game, and then dropped a shot in there.
Uh-huh.
But not sweet at all. Bro
Oh, that's
Taco
good.
beer.
Bro
I like the
Taco.
Bro Taco.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a name for a brewery right there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Masaki, wherever you are, can
He's
you
here.
help us trademark that?
Yeah, Bro Taco, can you grab that?
Bro Taku. Oh my goodness, it's so perfect.
Oh.
This is a classic pale ale. It's nice and hoppy. What I really do enjoy about like the Hong Kong Yao Brewery, of all the Hong Kong ones here, is even on a super hot day, you drink this, you feel refreshed, and it doesn't have to carry that super heavy, hoppy, flavor in your mouth. That it's just, it's not the most refreshing thing, but this on a hot day is extremely refreshing. So big props to the guys who make this here.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. This one, I would say, if you like a Guinness type flavor, a stout, something along the lines of like that, but you don't want it as heavy as that, because, yeah, I would say it's in that range. It's a good, like, solid. I don't know, man. This is definitely like a colder, with the coffee flavor. It's definitely like a colder thing, but it's not as heavy as a Black and Tan or as heavy as a Guinness. So,
Right.
it's interesting. Definitely interesting for a Korean spin on something. So.
Interesting. My producer is very partial to Black and Blue.
Black
So
and
that's
Blue.
Blue Moon and Guinness.
Oh, that could be good.
Yeah.
Do you add any like fruit to it or no? You just keep it
I
plain?
don't remember if my producer can drop a comment, but I just remember it's like a half and half Blue Moon and a Guinness.
That could be good because you got the
Yeah.
smoothness of the Blue Moon. Yeah, caffeine beer. Yes, I know. Masaki's in chat.
Caffeine and beer makes you want to pee a lot. No, there is no lie in that statement.
Yeah, there's no fruit. Okay, Winky confirmed in chat, no fruit in the Black and Blue.
Yeah, man. Jonathan's beer looks really good.
It's drinkable, man. And the more I drink it, the better it is. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Maybe the coffee flavor is what makes me reminiscent of Guinness, because it always has that like roasted malt flavor. But it's definitely, I mean, it's as advertised. It's like a bright ale.
Right.
It's got a little bit of, almost like a little bit of sourness to it because
Yeah.
of the ale, and then the coffee. And the
Does
coffee
does that thing have any caffeine in it?
I think so.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh.
It says, I don't know what it says here. It says alcohol is 4 point. I'm gonna let it focus.
Oh, it's
4.85, but it says something here is 5.53%. I don't know if that's caffeine or what. Or...
It's only it's less than 1% Korean.
If it was Chinese, I could. Well, here's wait, hang on. Here you go. Here's Chinese sticker. So, by the way, it's from Neo Artisan Brewery Company Limited. It's from the Republic of Korea. Reading sideways, does not have the caffeine rating on here. It has alcohol rating, but no caffeine rating.
So it's a decaf beer.
I don't think it's decaf. I think it's leaded. I could do my translator. Let me see. Switch it to Korea. Google Translate for the win. Let's see. Chinese.
Yeah. Point out. Watch is gonna say something that makes no sense at all.
Yeah. It'd be like.
It's just gonna read you the directions to your closest supermarket.
Yeah. Here's where you go. Oh, let's see what it says.
Goodness.
Coffee. Coffee 0.53%. Yeah. So let's see.
Okay,
here
so
it
it's
is.
got a little bit of caffeine.
It says special coffee beans and roasted malt. By blending the unique acidity of an Americano, you can feel the smoky flavor of a dark beer, which kind of gives it the taste of a signature stout beer.
Wow.
Said.
Google Translate coming in clutch.
Yeah, it says, "Is this my 1000th coffee?" ? I don't know, but for some, it could be the cup of coffee you want.
Ooh.
There you go. Google Translate.
Marketing in
pretty
there,
awesome.
too.
Yeah, I'm doing
Whoa.
the real time scan one. So
Hello. My goodness.
yeah, that's actually quite good.
Now
Better
with
than when I
added
try to get it. Yeah, with ox testicles. It's better than I try to do Chinese because it never knows if it's written vertical or horizontal, so it always messes up.
Yeah.
So
Goodness gracious. We're off to a great start.
yes, we're off to a fantastic one. All right.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
what are we doing today, amigo?
So we have a spread of fast food.
Yep.
I know you got some goodies.
I was inspired by
have some
you.
goodies.
You came out with the spread, so I had to go match you with my presentation.
I have to try. Right?
You innovated, I copied. So
we gotta do something. So we have a spread, as you can see. We have cluck, a moo, dessert time. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I got, and then you can do the same, and then we can just take it from the top. So this is the spread I got for tonight. So we have, ta-da!
So what do we have? Do you want to?
So we have,
you want to tell them, or you want to? Let's.
I don't
want to
tell
reveal
them yet. I just want to show.
Let's do a
This is
reveal.
what I have, and we'll go through this.
All right, and then mine.
Ooh.
Just killed my
Oh.
mic. Bye, Mike. I'll hold the mic back up here.
There you go.
This is my spread.
Oh yeah, so fancy.
There you
Oh,
go.
I like the handle on your cutting board.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Weighs like 5 kilos. I'm over here breaking my mic, dropping stuff. Got a pop filter. Took a dive.
Uh-oh, it's gone.
It's magnetic. It's fine.
So the first one we got is a cluck cluck.
All right. Cluck cluck.
So chicken. We're gonna start off with chicken. So when you're here, I think the first thing people say is gonna be like, "Oh, it's gotta be KFC for your go-to chicken," and which is true. KFC here does taste pretty good. Not gonna lie. See, we got KFC over there, but I want to change it up a little bit, and I got my fried chicken from McDonald's.
Crispy thighs. That's
See,
when you stay in the
we were-
tanning bed too long. Oh,
we
dad
were-
joke.
Hey, all the way from New Jersey. Just saying.
Yes.
So we teased this a while ago. We said McDonald's actually makes really good fried chicken here, and this is a fact. So we have a lovely thigh and an actual drumstick. So this will give the KFC extra crispy a run for its money.
Really, I'm curious. You know what? I can tell you honestly, I don't think I've had a McDonald's fried chicken. Or have I?
You guys have the chicken wings at McDonald's, right?
They got chicken wings. Yeah. Because I was looking at, I was almost got the McDonald's chicken wings. They have those.
Like the McWings, right?
Yeah, McWings. Yeah, McWings. Burger King had the same too. But you went for that. I went for KFC because they had something special at KFC. I actually had a
Yeah.
couple things at KFC.
So let me kind of rip this open for you guys. So it's still, oh, squirted at me.
Did it aim here
So-
on your shirt?
It
Never mind.
it aimed like right at my face.
No.
Just as bad. Just as bad. That joke carries equally as bad. So the meat is actually quite
Oh
juicy
wow,
still.
that looks really juicy.
It still looks quite juicy. So it's a really nice piece of white meat here. And then the skin is also quite crunchy. So I'll show you a piece of the skin. It's lightly battered. It's not as bad as like sometimes KFC is hit and miss.
It's different. It almost looks like chicken nugget batter or something, or like a chicken tender batter.
Okay, so those of you in Asia, you'll know. It is exactly like a McWing, scaled up.
So it's a McThigh.
It is a McThigh.
All right. So what are we looking at here? Is it like, do they pump flavor into the meat? Is it pretty
I think
regular, salty? What's the deal?
they definitely put a little bit of extra flavor in here, because you don't get much of a chicken taste out of it. Again, it's like this flavor works really well with the McWing, which is kind of like a spicy, peppery, kind of flavor to it. It's like if you went to go eat like a buffalo wing without the buffalo sauce, right?
Okay.
It's just a generic,
Gotcha.
a generic fried chicken wing.
Right.
But this, when they scale it up, they have to use that little bit more seasoning. And when they inject it into this meat, it really just tastes like the seasoning. It doesn't taste like the chicken at all.
Okay, so you lose the chicken flavor. Gotcha. Well, mine on the chicken side is I have a thigh as well. Mine's a little different. Please not mess up my... Get to focus here. So mine's a little spiced, if you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
This is KFC, but they're doing a mala. I think it's mala. It's more like a hot pot spices chicken wing. So in here we've got some herbs. You've got all the spices that go into like spicy hot pot. You can see like the red pepper. You can see like the green herbs on the outside. This starts with a normal chicken. In fact, if I flip it over, you can see it's on the underside. It's pretty normal. So they just coat it with the sauce after they fry it, and then it's got the Sichuan peppercorns. It's got the numbing, and it's got a little bit of sugar to it, a little sweetness as well. They say so. I'm gonna kind of dive on in and try not to kind of use my hands here, and it's leaving like greasy, oily spots all over the cutting board.
Oh, just like home.
I know, right?
Dirty bird.
Dirty bird. All right, so let's get in here, and I'm just gonna go like full on a huge bite.
How's that?
Okay, so all right, this is pretty dang good. So if you like mala hot pot, like the spicy numbing hot pot,
Right.
this is dead on
Really?
that flavor. Dead on. Like the flavor, but it's not too spicy. I'd say on a scale from 1 to 10 is about a 3
Okay.
on the spice
So
level.
it's got
I
the
think,
flavor sans the spice.
yeah, it's not like spicy hot pot, burn your mouth, can't eat this. If you're spicy sensitive, you can have this. Like for some people, this would be like, oh, it's spicy to me, but it's not too much. For me, it's pretty mild because I like spicy.
Yeah.
But the flavor, you get like a full punch in the face mouthful of
Wow.
that hot
Really?
spices. Yeah, like they did not skimp. Like this is legitimate, like as advertised flavor. Wow. And
That's
of course,
really cool.
it's KFC chicken, so like
Yeah.
I mean, I even bought this like 2 hours ago. I've been waiting to eat it. Still crunchy, crispy on the outside, a little greasy, but still crispy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the chicken is just soft. It's a dark meat, but it's like cooked perfect. KFC just nails it here with the chicken.
Oh yeah. KFC really really nails their chicken here, like for real.
Yeah.
Affirmative Private Bumpkin, affirmative. That's full send on the Dirty Bird.
Yeah.
Full send on the
So
Dirty
for
Bird.
any of those that are watching in Taiwan and you can get a hold of this one, if you like the flavors of spicy hot pot, jump on it.
Yeah.
This is just seasonal. It's like a seasonal one. This is, I would say, for sure recommend. It's got a touch of sweetness too.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a hint of
I bet
sweetness.
like if they took out a bunch of like the spiciness, you adding a little bit of sugar in there, a little bit of sweetness in there, would be great.
Wow, that's for sure. Yeah, I would. This is solid recommend. Like
a while ago, KFC here was doing like a Vietnamese kind of Vietnamese butter chicken.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, but in theory, it sounded like it was a match made in heaven. Who doesn't like the Vietnamese butter fried chicken? It's so good. And then you go and you realize the butter that they put on your chicken is powdered butter. And whoever applies the butter never does a good enough job. So you have like on the meat, there'll be like clumps of that flavoring. It's just terrible. It's just such a poor execution. It smelled great. Like you walk past KFC during that time when they're doing that promo, it smelled fantastic. But then like just you eat it and it's just so underwhelming.
So it's like the butter powder you put on like movie theater popcorn in the States.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, like it's like that orangey, yellowy kind of that stuff.
It's like the fake butter powder. So
yeah, it's a no bueno. No can do, Chief. No can do on that one.
Yeah, Stu, I know you're here. Jump on this thing, man. I think if you like those flavors, it's of course it's chicken, so it's not that hot, and you don't have like the temperature issues, and the spice level's pretty mild. So for sure recommended. I mean, even just the bare bones KFC fried chicken here is like really good. So let me move the sweets out of the way. Save those for later.
Oh yeah.
So oh, hang on. Hold on.
So that was Cluck Cluck. Moving on, we should go to Moo.
Moo?
Moo? Shall we move on to Moo?
There you go.
So Moo, I think it's quite a broad topic. You want to start us off with Moo?
I'll start with Moo because I actually have two Moos. I doubled up.
You do
here.
one, I'll do the second one, and then you knock it out with the third one.
Okay, I'm not going to steal your thunders, so I'm going to. I know we duplicated one, not unknowingly, but not from the same place. So I will do something different. I will start with the Moo that I wanted to get and I got, and that is I went to Burger King. I went ahead and cut this in half so you can see.
Nice.
So at the BK, this little junior Whopper they have, and we've got the pretty decent sized beef patty, piece of ham in here. I got lettuce and peanut butter.
Nice.
This is the peanut butter burger. So they put like a big old fat layer of peanut butter on the top bun.
Nice.
You still get the cheese in there. So basically it's a Whopper Junior. And then they just drop a big old wad of like peanut right on top. I've had a lot of, it's one of those things that I've never had before, really. I mean, I've seen it in a couple restaurants in the States. Like usually it's like the high-end burger places and they'll have it like one of their specialty burgers or something like that. But you don't find this anywhere. Here it's everywhere. Like pretty much anyway. KFC even had a chicken, like their chicken sandwiches. They have a peanut butter chicken sandwich here. Whoa. Like I could have got two, but I decided to skip that for this. So this one's, I don't think I've ever had Burger King's version of this. I usually get, actually if Nelson's in chat, he turned me on to a place called Love's Burgers here. It's a pretty legit American burger place, and they do a killer peanut burger there. But also another good one's KGB, which is owned by some New Zealanders. It's called Kiwi Gourmet Burgers in Shirda Night Market area. So
as you're eating that, Stu asked, what's the breadcrumbs like in the U.S.? KFC here has way better chunks of batter and it's thicker and crispier than that in the UK. So much better here. So here as in Taiwan. So as you're chewing that, some of the fried chicken that we have that I like to have in America, usually it's not really heavy on the batter. They dip it in. The batter is very flavorful. They do dip it in there, but they do strain a lot of it off before they deep fry it. and then the chicken that we use are probably genetically modified velociraptors, because like you get like a you get a thigh the size of my bicep. It's crazy. I don't know what chickens they have. There may be substituting for turkey. I don't know. But yeah, most of like the places, like I'm not talking about KFC and all that. I'm talking about maybe we just let's take a step up. We go to like Raising Cane's or some other nicer places.
I think Zaxby's.
Yeah.
For those in the South, I think Zaxby's are pretty common.
Yeah. Or you gotta get some good old Jesus chicken. Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
That's always good too. Yeah. The batter on those is usually not as intense as you see maybe with Popeyes or KFC.
Mm-hmm. In Freedom 762, we were talking about KFC, but we're eating. We moved to burgers now.
Yeah.
I'm eating a peanut butter hamburger from Burger King. Just think Whopper with a peanut butter thrown on top. And it's very, very, very common here, like everywhere. I'll speak to the U.S. fried chicken. Also, I would think if you get the extra tasty crispy version at KFC, it comes close to here-ish.
Yeah.
But original recipe, no way.
So,
like the original recipe is like the thin, like Mark described. But I haven't seen one where they get it as crispy as here in Taiwan, at least my experience, without making it just soggy and greasy. Like here, it's like caked on, heavy, and also thick and crunchy. And it keeps its crunch. Even that had the crunch like 2+ hours later. And the US one just doesn't. So
yeah.
So yeah, by far, if you've never tried this, it's just one of those things you would not think would work by throwing peanut butter on top of a hamburger as a condiment.
It's the crunchy peanut butter too, right? The
this one, this is chunky. Yeah, it's like all chunky. So they forego the mayonnaise, they forego the mustard, they forego the ketchup, and it's just a Whopper. In this case, it's got a little bit of ham on top. Like it's bacon.
Okay.
Like so they're bacon here, which isn't like American style bacon.
It's bacon.
Yeah, and then just throw a little peanut butter on, and there's something about the nuttiness and the slight sweetness that works with the beef.
Right.
And also, especially bacon on there too. I think it's like really the triple combo of the smoky bacon, the peanut butter, and then the beef. It just adds that umami flavor, that extra fifth layer of just something awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that would definitely work. I watched this guy called Guga Foods on YouTube, and he actually dry ages a bunch of steak and different things. So he did a peanut butter one time. So he dry aged a piece of I think it was a tenderloin for 20 some days. And he said the nuttiness of the peanut butter just kind of filtered into the steak itself. And when it cooked, it was richer than aging it in butter. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Very interesting. So now that we've explored yours,
your turn.
My turn. Today I visited our local Japanese burger joint, burger chain, Moss Burger. Today I have the Ebi Burger, which is the shrimp patty burger. So
I call it Moss Burgers like the Japanese Wendy's.
Yeah. So I have the patty here.
Oh wait, I can see the little pieces of shrimp in there, with the lights just kind of hitting it, where it's like pink, like the darker colors in the patty.
So we have it's a deep fried shrimp patty. So it's like almost like a tempura, kind of like a cutlet, with shredded lettuce, and it has tartar sauce. I enjoy Japanese tartar sauce because I feel Japanese tartar sauce is just egg salad without the egg. So it's an interesting taste.
Egg salad without the egg.
It's like egg salad without the egg. If you have,
I can imagine
Japanese
that. Yeah,
tartar sauce is very interesting.
So would this be like an ebikatsu? Would that be the correct term? Ebi. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Owen's talking here. I did bypass the chicken peanut butter sandwich. I wanted to get the burger because I wanted to show people the Taiwan spin on the peanut butter burger. But they do have the KFC one with that. And yeah, the one I saw, another one I saw had the hash brown patty on the KFC. So it was that's the fried chicken, the hash brown patty, and then peanut sauce, crunchy peanut butter on top. So
have you guys in chat? So this is really good. I got this it's almost 10 now. Yeah, about 2 hours ago. And it's still crunchy. The patty is still crunchy, and there's something about this shrimp patty that goes really good with this tartar sauce. It's got a little bit of mustard in it, and it's very delicious. I think the ebi burgers and the ebi sandwiches, which is basically the fried shrimp patty, is very underrated. It's not as like heavy as eating like a big thick beef patty, but it's not like some other things you eat that you don't feel like you eat anything at all. So I do like this is kind of like a little guilty pleasure of mine. I eat on the side. They serve a sandwich like this in 7-Eleven as well. So this is good stuff.
Yeah, I've only time I really go to Moss is for breakfast, and they do a breakfast sandwich like a burger patty, like a beef burger patty on it, and they do the egg, and then they've got this brown sauce they put on it that's like a seafood. It's like a brown oyster, like an oyster sauce, like oyster flavored sauce on it. Oh my god, like that extra seafood flavor is so good. But since we're talking about that, you and I kind of were thinking the same lines.
Yeah, but you took it to the next level though.
I was at BK and I'm like, all right, well, I went to Burger King and they had the peanut butter burger, and the producer's like, you got to get this too. I'm gonna turn my lights down a little bit so you can get a better there. Maybe
Look at that.
let me get the light. There we go.
Level.
So you can see the shrimp inside. And this is like a sweet sauce, lettuce, tomato, and then a beef patty down there. So it's your shrimp burger with a meat burger, and like this is like super, yeah, very sweet. But what's the flavor in there? Onion, and what else? I'm getting something else in their creamy sauce.
That's like a Miracle Whip base.
Lemon.
Oh, lemon.
It's a citrus sauce.
Oh.
Interesting. So yeah, you can kind of see. I'll spin it around. You can see how the fried, the fried patty, and then the beef patty below it. So this one I'm excited about. I've never had this thing before. So
It's so funny, like fried shrimp on a burger. If you just read about this on paper, it doesn't make much sense until you eat it, and it's just it's something else.
Okay.
Sound of an opening beer is always so beautiful.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Minus the beef. Lobster roll.
Really?
Because you got that lemony
Right.
mayonnaise, which adds like the little richness, like kind of you would get normally out of the butter. You get the lemony flavor, which usually in a lobster roll. So you have that usually a dressing, like a Maine lobster roll.
Yeah.
And you get the shrimp flavor, which kind of gives you that seafood bit. They also have a version of this with chicken. So you can get it the same way. Instead of a beef patty, you get a chicken patty down there.
Ooh.
So
That would be very interesting.
this is actually quite tasty. The lemony sauce makes it. I don't know what this would be like without like, it's like a lemon, onion, mayonnaise aioli kind of stuff. I don't know. I guess you call it aioli if you want to get fancy. But pretty good. Let me try just the shrimp part. The shrimp part tastes like those generic fried shrimp you kind of get in like the American seafood restaurants. Like you get like the generic butterflied shrimp at like Red Lobster.
Yeah.
That's what the shrimp patty tastes like to me.
Yeah.
But altogether, it really works in a way that I was not expecting it to. So, yeah. All right. This is probably a definite, totally fast food surf and turf. Watching, this is a definite get again. I'm surprised. Although I don't think everybody would like this because it would definitely be something with the flavor combination that I don't think it'd work too well like in the West. But if you have more of a diverse palate or Asian palate, this one works pretty well.
I think in some places, I think it definitely it may work better than others, but like I feel like a good shrimp patty is definitely underrated. Like not the cheap ones. I mean, at least ones you bite into it, you feel like there's some chunks in it. You know, you've had those ones, right? Like when you go to like a cheap Thai restaurant. Their shrimp patties, you bite, it's like a rubber. It's like biting into a shrimp flavored hockey puck.
Well, it's all minced together. It's like ground up and like spit out like in a goo, and they turn it into a patty. There's no like chunks of shrimp inside.
Yeah, like they don't go. It's not like they actually hacked it. There's some chunks in there, or they at least didn't even try. But you know,
so
yeah, for sure. Now,
hang on, my producer's been stealing food. There you go.
Cleanse the palate.
So I'm
Oh,
like,
it's just all me and my lonesome tonight. I
Yep.
get to eat all of this fast food.
I was
spread
lonesome.
To
I was
myself.
lonesome last week. This week, I like, so I'm just like throwing things over. It's like, hey, it's your turn.
Yeah, there's no duck heads this time. Speaking of which, on Sunday before practice, went to go have breakfast. Producer's mom saved me a whole pigeon. So they were doing pigeon. They're doing a pigeon special, and her mom was like, "Oh, you gotta eat the heads," and I was like, "Yes, I love the heads." Yeah, when I was younger, my uncle, this guy, I swear to God, there's so many things as a child. Now growing up, I realized my misconceptions with the world is because of this man. He said, "Oh, you have to eat the heads because if you eat the heads and suck out the brain, you'll be smarter." I'm like, "Oh, so me, right?" And so
Yeah.
I gotta go eat the heads and suck out the brains. I made a habit out of it. And other people sitting at other tables was like, "Wow, look at this white guy just eating
Yeah,
pigeon
what's
heads." Like,
what's up
what
he doing? Yeah, like
the hell?
where'd he come from? Ho Ching Young's like, get the bitter tea again.
No.
All right, so I did pass that bottle around. The consensus was the most bitter thing they've ever drank.
It's
So
just terrible.
that was bitter tea. Whatever that version of bitter tea was like. If you guys didn't see, definitely go check out episode 8 if you
Yeah.
want my reaction to drinking bitter tea. It's very animated. I had to mute my mic for various reasons.
Oh man.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's crazy. It was great in all the worst ways possible. Yeah, people ask me, "Oh, why didn't you like the 5 greens juice?" I'm like, "It's in the name. 5 greens juice? Come on, bro. What's there to like about it?" You're mixing flavors that shouldn't be together. Apple, celery, and bitter melon?
No.
What?
And pepper?
And pepper. Like, okay, I can get apple and pepper. You know, apple and pepper with a bit of honey and some sage. Rub that on some pork belly, and it's fantastic. But like, my goodness, some things they shouldn't go together.
All right, I'm prepping dessert if we transition. I'm gonna try to finish this up. I have a second one, not of this, but something different. So
Okay.
I'm working through this, and I'll move to that one.
Yes, Freedom 762. They had green peppers in there, so it was 5 greens. It's green apple, green bell pepper, right?
Yeah.
Green bell pepper, celery, bitter melon, and some other green something. I forgot what was in there, but it was another green veggie. Oh, it was kale. Yeah.
It's good for you, man. All healthy.
I wished and I hoped it would have made me poop that night, but it didn't. Oh, cucumber. Yeah, thank you, Ho Ching Young. Thank you, cucumber.
Yeah.
It was some kind. Look, at this point, none of those things go together, anyways.
There's like these juice places around here you can go, and they have like a counter just with the fruit. You just walk right up. It's on the street, like open air, and you can or just tell them what you want, and they just put it in a blender, add water, whatever, make the juice. They have avocado. I don't know how to add.
Hey.
I mean, I don't know.
Who am I to talk? My boy Tom Brady likes avocado ice cream, so yeah,
That might be good as sweet. I don't know. It could work. Anyway.
I mean, he is still playing football at 43 years old.
Still the GOAT, man.
He's still the GOAT. So there's something's working for that man. So,
All right.
cheers to you,
Before
Tom.
we transition to full on to sweets, I did get something as I wag my straw at you. I did get something from KFC that was a surprise. And I had to get it.
Do it. This will transition us greatly into it. Oh, please. Oh, is that
KFC, not Pepsi. No. Zintu Naicha or bubble tea.
that is the most Taiwanese thing
KFC
in
does
the world.
bubble tea here, and I've never, ever I couldn't believe. I was like, KFC has bubble tea as an option. But I'm like,
Why would that even surprise you anymore, bro?
It's
Like,
so
like
Taiwanese.
it's Taiwan, bro.
yeah, and of
It's like
course,
if they don't serve bubble tea, you should be surprised.
yeah. And Ho Ching Young, I do prefer the dragon fruit juice. Usually when I go, I get something with dragon fruit. So, these paper straws are the worst. So get ready for some profanity as I try to. Oh, it worked!
Oh,
First shot.
broke the seal.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna give my honest opinion of KFC Bubble Tea. We ordered it as is,
All right.
right? So
KFC Bubble Tea. Oh, check out the KFC. The bubble tea may taste like chicken.
bubble tea stuff. Yeah, it's like fried chicken
That's
flavor.
legit. That's pretty good. They maybe have like all 18 spices in there.
All right. Bubbles are a
So-
little hard,
Sorry.
but it's a really good brown sugar flavor.
Oh,
Like,
is that like the new thing now? Is like the brown sugar thing like the thing now?
yeah, I'm not sure. The bubbles are really, they're either undercooked or they've been sitting too long.
Right.
You know, they get a little hard.
Yeah. They end up like BBs.
Yeah.
They're like you're sucking on like an 8mm BB.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's got a strong, it actually, the strength of the tea reminds me of Hong Kong tea.
Interesting.
Like the Hong Kong milk tea, like a good, like imagine
Yeah.
like a Hong Kong milk tea, Lipton, traditional, like boiled down, lots of punch.
Sitting in there for hours.
Yeah, just like
You know.
steeping in its own, like just to the nth level, and you throw some brown, like Taiwan brown sugar on it.
Right.
It's not bad.
Is that
Wu-Tang
like the
Clan.
thing now? Yeah. Is that like the thing now? Like the brown sugar craze? Like I feel like in Hong Kong, it's like split into like the two clans, right? The two gangs, right? You got the brown sugar gang, then you have like the other gang with like the milk top, like
the milk, yeah, the cream.
yeah,
they
like
call it the cream top, yeah, or whatever.
Yeah,
Cream, the
what is
cheese
yeah,
top.
the cream cheese
The cheese top,
you know?
yeah.
that stuff. Like there's people here, I swear, like there's like bubble tea enthusiasts here. We're like, oh man, I only drink like the brown sugar ones because there's so much more flavor. And then there's other people who's like, no, we got to do the milk top. And I'm just lost either way. Like to me, it's the same.
Yeah,
You know,
I like
I
them
mean,
all.
I don't mind bubble tea. Like it's not. I don't go out of my way to get it. Sometimes, once in a while, like the mood would hit, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll have one. But like, I always stand by my statement. If Starbucks served a iced latte with bubbles in it, I'll drink it.
I would be down with that.
I'd
Now
be
they have another
100%
version of
down
this.
with
They have
that.
the tea, and instead of bubbles, I could have got the coffee jelly, little coffee jelly cubes. That was the other option. So
Yeah.
hang on, I'm gonna yell at the producer since her headphones are on.
Private Bumpkin. Yo, I love brown sugar. There's a brown sugar bourbon I'm trying to find. Sounds so nice. Yeah, you know, brown sugar and bourbon, you know, that's a fantastic combination.
Oh, yeah.
Throw in a nice light cigar in there and, you know, sign me up. I'll be right there. Wherever you are, I'm coming.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So definitely, it's brown sugar for sure. Yeah, I think the bourbon though, I would say like an orange, some brown sugar, toast it with a little bit of a torch to burn that brown sugar. Oh, it sounds so good.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so that was the segue. Just KFC bubble tea. You don't think KFC bubble tea of all the things.
KFC
Like,
bubble
all right,
tea.
I got to grab
But
this
then it is Taiwan.
just to show it exists. Yeah, the flavor of the tea is good. I'd give it another try. With maybe the bubbles are better, but there's like you have to walk past a dozen superior bubble tea places to get.
You come out with bubble tea. Look at this Lawai.
Yeah.
This KFC bubble tea. Rolling their eyes at
Roll
you.
their eyes, yeah. So,
All right. So now for the sweets. I think you and I were on the same idea with the sweets.
it's hard to pass this one up, and
Fast food sweets specifically.
yes,
'cause,
we're
like, you
staying
know,
fast food.
McDonald's ice cream, you know, some of the places like the McFlurries here, I think are pretty top notch, to be honest.
Yeah,
for
they
the
were
most
out
part.
of the sesame buckwheat one. I was gonna get that, but no,
Like,
they don't have it.
Yeah,
Go back to Oreo
it's
again.
pretty good. They actually, IKEA is doing a matcha ice cream hot dog.
Wait.
Yes, a matcha ice cream hot dog.
Does this involve a piece of like the tubular
A
meat
piece of
hot dog?
bread.
Okay,
Yes.
bread. Okay,
And
bread.
It has got the bread, but instead of the sausage, throw that away. They put it under the ice cream machine, and then they go back and forth and back and forth.
Okay,
with
I had
matcha
a
ice
very
cream.
different mental image of
You know?
hot dog ice cream. Okay, I my brain was heading down
No.
the lonely road this way. and
Whatever,
you took it a
whatever
different direction.
direction it was going. Turn around, bro.
Mine was headed
Wrong
to
direction.
like WTF town, man. Like, so you
No, man.
brought me back to Normalville.
Yeah. So they had like a matcha ice cream in between a hot dog bun, and then they had like the sweet red beans on top of it.
Okay.
So I wanted like that looked so cool, but then like I wouldn't be able to get it because the closest IKEA is about like 20 minutes, 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
And so it's
Melt.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, they stopped doing. Last time I was at IKEA here was like a week or two ago, and they didn't do the ice cream.
Yeah. Stu asked, Hong Kong McDonald's do milkshakes? I was shocked to realize they don't even a thing in Taiwan. Yes, they do milkshakes here, but
Really?
the big sad is Hong Kong has no vanilla milkshake.
Huh?
Yeah. I don't know if they still have it or not, but Hong Kong still had, like, for the last time I checked, had a milkshake in McDonald's. They discontinued vanilla. They only had strawberry and chocolate.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Although, for those of you who've ever been to the States, the superior fast food milkshake-ish item has got to be the Wendy's Frosty.
Yeah, that is true.
You get your
That is
French
very true.
fries, you dip it in the Wendy's Frosty,
Yeah.
and you eat it. It's so good.
Yeah, yeah. Vanilla milkshake. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I've kind of outed myself as a dirty normie. I
Yeah.
like vanilla milkshake.
Yeah.
I go to Cold Stone, I get a vanilla milkshake. Okay, that's what I do. Now,
Gembe.
enough about this hyping. We're gonna
Right.
get over
Yeah,
to the desserts. Anto, I hope you're in chat or you're watching because we're gonna be doing egg tarts. And he's got a 6-pack.
But I've got the special one, which looks
why
like
don't you go first? and
which
you talk
looks
about the
like
special
egg, to be honest. I'll let you lead with the traditional egg tart. Yours has got I don't have foil. No
Yeah,
foil
I
here.
got a foil to it.
There's none.
So
I'm gonna let
we
you
have
lead
the
with
same
this.
one.
Yeah,
right?
exactly the
So
same.
we have the same one. So this is like a Macau style egg tart.
Some people
Slightly
call
different.
it Portuguese
Yeah,
egg tarts.
Portuguese style, Macau Portuguese style egg tart. A little bit different from the ones that they have in Hong Kong traditionally. The first difference is you're gonna have is they have this sugary layer on the top. Hong Kong style egg tarts don't have this burnt sugary layer on the top. So Hong Kong style egg tarts is really just like the custard on top, and then some of them use more of like a biscuit or like a cookie kind of. What would you call it? Shell. Yeah, I guess you can call it a shell. Yeah, they would call it like a cookie shell. This one from KFC or this Portuguese style, they have this is a puff pastry kind of shell, very buttery. It's just so good. It's so
flaky, like
it's very
piece,
flaky.
yeah.
And it doesn't matter how long you let it sit, even in your fridge, it will still be crunchy and still be flaky.
But they come out warm. So when you order them there, they like if you've ever been to a KFC, they have like the fried chicken. Usually they fry it and they put it under like the heat trays back there.
Yeah.
These are back there.
Yeah, they come
Ho
out
Ching
warm.
Young, you definitely croissant like for sure.
Yeah, for sure. A croissant.
Croissant. They did a Toro one a while
Yeah.
back here as a special flavor. The other one, I'll talk about the special flavor. I want to dive into this one because these are
Yeah, let's
way
dive
too
into
good.
this.
Like flaky everywhere.
Yeah, man. So my producer is saying cookie ones are so good, the cookie shell for the egg tarts, but you gotta find the right place to do it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that cross section. Just so beautiful.
There.
Yeah. That
Turn the
is
light down so you can see the
thing of beauty.
the fluffiness. It's like,
it's like a flan.
oh, I just dropped it on my watch.
Good job.
Like, it's like fluffy. It's like whipped egg.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, and just lightly sweet vanilla. The egginess is like in there, like definitely the egginess. Oh.
Yeah. Like don't think like you're eating a scrambled egg. It's like flan. It's like a egg pudding, a vanilla egg pudding. It's very, very
whipped.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. But not fluffy.
There's,
it's airy, but not like overly fluffy.
Yeah. there was a place that my mom found when we were younger that it had the cookie shell lined with peanut butter,
Mm.
and it was just a traditional Hong Kong style one. It was very, very good. But then again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. The cookie ones are tricky because some places they use a cheap cookie base, and then when it's done, it's hard and it's really thick, and it's just an unpleasant taste. You got to find a very thin, kind of crumbly cookie, kind of cookie shell, and those are the ones to go for.
All right. So this coming up is a new experience for me. This one, while it does look like, let me bring my lights down again a little bit so you can, it looks like an egg, and you can see it's like, if I take it, it should drip, it should run. See
Yo, it does
shift,
run. Oh my god.
start to shift here. Like coming, oh, I almost lose it there. So this one's a lemon one. This was like the special flavor. So same shell. I don't know what this white is. Let me see what this white tastes like.
Oh wow, that just fulfilled somebody's fantasy.
Yeah, there's some naughtiness in that one. Very mild. That light white cream, I guess. But the middle here is like lemon, like really lemon.
Does it have like a lemon meringue kind of taste to it?
Mm. Combined, yes. So together, absolutely. And then
Well, then
the
that would be
producer,
really good.
the producer that's watching, just literally ran over. She's like, grabbing it, gone. You took the whole box. The box is gone. This is all I got to show now.
Of course.
Wow, it's pretty good actually. And then at the very bottom, I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna turn it down.
Oh, what is that?
There's a little bit of. Let me get the focus to hit. The little bit. It's a small layer of egg tart. That's that burnt.
Oh,
The burnt layer of egg
nice.
tart there. I know it looks like something dark, but those are the
Nice.
layers. So they, at the very bottom, they put a small thin layer of the egg tart. This is all lemon curd, and then on the outside's like kind of a cream, like a very mildly sweet cream,
Yeah.
like a lemon meringue. So it
Yeah.
gives you like this lemon meringue, and they do mix in but it's dense. Like it's not like a whip, but it has the egg tart at the bottom.
Oh, lemon meringue is so good. Stu, so lemon meringue, I guess it's very American, right?
Mhm.
It's like a lemon cream pie cake thing.
Yeah.
Very delicious. I think people
So
do
you
it
put
differently too.
lemon. Most of them is like lemon at the bottom. So you have like a
Yeah.
lemon curd like this. That material's at the bottom. Some sort of lemon pie, lemon curd.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, you take egg whites, you whip them with sugar.
Mhm.
So, and you
It
make
gets
this
all fluffy.
huge fluffy mound. And I've seen people put like, no lie, like
Oh, yeah.
10 solid centimeters of meringue
Like a
piled up.
huge head. Yeah.
And then you get these great peaks, and then you throw it. So you bake the pie, and then you add the meringue. You take the pie out, you add the meringue, which is that whipped egg white and sugar mixture, and you put it back in your oven, and you just kind of where it like browns the tips.
Yeah, it's
And-
very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. Like we had my parents' neighbor, Miss Gloria, down in Arkansas. She made us a lemon meringue cake when I arrived, and so it was basically like how they have, you know how they have like those cakes that kind of like got the hollowed out middle. It's like a giant donut. What are those cakes called, Jono?
Angel food
Help me out
cakes?
here. Yeah.
Or the bun
Kinda like
cake.
that.
The angel food
Yeah.
are the squishy ones. The bun cakes are the dense ones.
Yeah, I'm talking
You-
about like you know when you get that cake back home, it's like a huge donut. There's nothing in the middle.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like she made us one of those, which is with cake on the outside. They had
Bunt.
like angel food cake.
B-U-N-D-T.
Yeah, they had it was like angel food cake on the outside with icing, and then they had like meringue, that lemon meringue filling right in the middle.
Really?
Yeah, that's how she made it, and it was so good. It's so good.
So on that egg tart, if you like lemon, those are good because it's absolutely what you're talking about. Like the lemon meringue, it's like the meringue flavored, the lemon, the straw. I mean, it's like sour punch, just mildly sweet on the outside, and then you still have that egg tart. They only like fill it like 1/3 with the egg tart. All right, I'm gonna have to ask the producer over here. Maybe it's like Hatsuma. All I got was this. That's the exact expression.
Approved.
Yeah, so that's approved.
Stamp
So.
of approval. Private Bumpkin says, I love making pies. Pumpkin pie is by far my favorite. I
Oh.
made one with some Guinness in it.
Really?
Pretty nice and had a good dark orange color. Pumpkin pie is glorious, and it's so difficult
miss
to find
it.
here.
I miss
It's
it.
so hard to find
You
here.
can find it Thanksgiving at some of the Western places here. There's a couple that'll do a pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Like, I think you're right. Like, they'll sell it in City Super here, I think, like, for 2 weeks in November.
Yeah, usually if you go to a restaurant here, like one of the pubs, the British pubs, 'cause they kind of cater to like all the foreigner, which is weird because they do it Thanksgiving, which is decidedly American. But you can get it then. So I got little flakes from my egg tart like everywhere.
That is
God, it's
funny.
like,
That's funny and ironic that a British pub is doing Thanksgiving.
we do.
Oi, mate, I know you won, but we can be friends too, right?
Yeah, we all get along here, right? So,
Love
speaking
it.
of which, hang on. I'm going to ask my producer to kindly grab the other
beverage.
beverage from the refrigerator. So you don't have to leave camera and run off.
Oh man. All right, guys, you guys got to start thinking about what's next week's topic.
I
think
do
we
have
gotta
one
get
more
to-
though.
Oh,
All right, I have one more.
hello.
We're not done.
One more.
This is bonus.
Oh,
So from KFC. let me turn it on.
KFC.
Again, this was weird on their list. If you've ever been to a night market here,
Yes.
they have these things called sweet potato balls.
Right.
They're made of like a sweet potato dough, essentially, and they're dropped in the fryer. They're deep fried, and they come out like real spongy. Everybody calls them QQ, the 2-letter Qs, which means like squishy, chewy, like a gummy bear would be QQ. So they have their own.
Yo, it looks like a paintball.
It does look like a paintball, right?
Looks like a paintball.
Legit looks like a paintball, right? So, in the middle, it squirts out a little bit of a divide and a half of sweet
Paint?
potato.
Hey.
But definitely, like, I don't know if they add like a bit of gelatin to the dough because it has like, okay, perfect example. If those, I mean, this is probably not a reference for the Westerners here. That sponginess you get in a Japanese donut, like a Mr. Donut.
Ah, yes. Yes.
It has that in here, but it's denser,
interesting.
thicker. Yeah, and then
Interesting.
Well, so sorry for the bit open food, but if you look in there, you see the yellow. I mean, that's a sweet potato on the inside.
Yeah.
The sweet
definitely
potato
a
filling.
paintball.
Yeah, definitely paintball.
Definitely a paintball.
Super good. Very good. These have been sitting for a while too, but still tasty.
New food brand name. I can't believe it's not
Paintball.
paintballs. Oh.
Masaki's at Pondoring. Yep. It has that gelatin they add to the whatever.
Yeah.
So, all right, and I'll turn this over to my producer for the last set. There you go.
All right.
All the
So
food's been
what-
stolen.
What beverage do you have? Oh, nice.
Got Kirin, a little Japanese. This is
Very nice.
high fruit juice. It's got what, 45%, I think. I'm assuming here, and 5% alcohol. So it's
I was about to say, does that 45% liquor? Like, hello.
yikes. That would be
a
rough,
can?
amigo. That would be. Whoo, that would knock you down. Wow. Okay. Oh wow, it smells like. It smells like I just opened an orange juice. Like you could drink. Well, this would be a little hair of the dog if you want to have breakfast.
So, essentially, it's a screwdriver in a can.
Yeah, actually, it is.
There it is. 45% of happiness. There you go. Masaki knows what's up.
This tastes like a really fresh orange flavored screwdriver. Really good to finish out that sweetness. This was nice to start. That's good to wrap up.
That's great.
And I gotta get the
You guys
sweet-
got to give us some other suggestions for coming up episodes. I think we can do another travel episode too, Jono.
We
We haven't
could.
done another travel one in a while.
We could pick where we got to pick where we want to have our food from. Let's talk about.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do foreigner food in our respective countries where we're at now. We can look at like pick a country or something and travel to it and try to find the local versions of that. Or I don't know.
You know, since
So
like
much.
episode 1 was really like the Japan episode, and it's this time that we're streaming at the moment is relatively convenient for our friends in Europe. You know what would be fun? Is if we can get Scott on here for an episode,
We get Scott on and we can do
and we can make him
Scotland.
day drink.
We could make him day drink.
I
And
mean,
do
I
the
don't think we
Scotland.
need to. I don't think we need to motivate him much for that, but I think
Well,
that
he burns like 1,000,000 calories, so
Yeah, exactly.
it's like a ultra marathoner. So
I don't know what he doesn't do. That's the thing.
Scott, yeah. So Scott's the owner of Land Warrior Airsoft, and what's the name of his gym? He owns a gym.
Land Warrior Core.
Core, okay.
Yeah, Land Warrior Core. Then he has his other company that does like water sports. I think it's. I don't want to mess up his name, so I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I think
He's
it's
pretty
Sea
diverse,
Monster or
but
something.
all in
yeah.
the action sport world.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Big into action sports,
yeah.
and he has his range too, his rifle range.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, firearms range.
I think it's
which
called the
firearms-
Land Warrior Rifle Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make him
Make him
drink.
quote unquote. But we could. I think that'd be a good one. Maybe we see if we can get him on. If not, we got some
Yeah.
backup plans.
Oh, for sure.
I can think of a few other people we can get on if we need to. Yeah, there's some good one. This is approved though. This is like very. I would say like anybody who likes orange juice. This is like literally electric orange juice. So it is a screwdriver in a can. So we could do pizza night. That's right. Ho Chi Young does have a good point. We still haven't done pizza night.
Ooh, pizza night. Yeah, we can do that. But pizza night though. Yeah, pizza night. If I'm gonna do pizza night, I'm probably gonna see if I can call in a favor and see if I can do that on location.
That could be good.
We found a really good pizza place.
Really?
The manager is a big fan.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Good.
The manager is a big fan, big airsoft guy.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
The egg tart.
Oh no! Call your hits, man. What the
All my
hell?
hits, I know, right? So maybe we can do pizza night. We can do kebabs, man. We do have.
You know, I think
There's a Pakistani place over here. It's pretty good.
yeah, there's some good Lebanese places and some good,
And there's good
Turkish
Egyptian.
places here too.
There's an Egyptian, and they do like they take an Egyptian, I would say it's like Egyptian Taiwanese hybrid, but it's all run by Egyptian guys, so it's pretty legit.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Like I think another really fun episode would be like drunk food.
Bar food, drunk food, yeah.
Oh yeah, drunk food. Because there's so many good drunk food places here. You know, like when life was normal. You know, great kebab places, some really good Middle Eastern places.
Here it's what's it called Rochao? Rochao, I think, is the name of it.
Xiao, right?
Rochao, yeah, Rochao. I
Yeah.
think that Rochao, yeah. So yeah, that's what it's called here. It's like the drunk food place.
Yeah. We got set like this is the one thing I do really enjoy about Hong Kong is like the drunk food scene here. You're spoiled for choice. Like that's one thing I'm very, very proud of this place in particular is, you know, during normal opening hours, yeah, food is good. Like you have some very good restaurants here, really good food, but it's really 3:30, 4 o'clock at night in
It's
the morning.
the morning. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
night anymore. What are
It's
you
not night
talking
anymore,
about?
yeah. 3, 4 in the morning, you roll into like a Nepalese place and you have momos. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, nothing like we have like nothing night is open here anymore. Like you can eat in finely in some places. But we could do deep fried goodness night. Nelson's got a pretty good point. We can talk about deep fried goodness.
Deep fried goodness.
And
Oh,
we can just slide on it. Only
only
I don't want to
flats.
say it's like that's awesome.
Where they pay us to put our clothes back on.
Yes. Oh my
That's right.
gosh. So just desserts.
So
Yeah.
let's open up questions, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have anything you wanna want to talk about or any questions, shoot us something in the chat and we'll go from there. Local Chinese food show, because the Chinese food is very realistic.
Yeah. I don't know, like American Chinese food is like, at least at my, like you and I both know, like American Chinese food, there's so few dishes
I
you
love
get
it though.
in an American Chinese food restaurant that you can get over here.
Yo,
It's
like I think
almost
I think,
none.
I think like it's a smart thing that Hong Kong has no American Chinese food places, because all the local cha cha tangs would go out of business. Because they serve the same stuff, right? It's the same food. It's like the, lemon chicken. It's the orange chicken,
orange beef.
Yeah. It's that stuff, right? And
Yeah.
I love all of it. General Tso's chicken, it speaks to my heart. I love it.
I'm gonna tell you, I would love to be really honest with you, I would love to open up, like I could see opening up an American Chinese restaurant here. Because it's like mainly, it's weird. It's like I think most of what the American Chinese restaurants is like a weird hybrid of like Cantonese, Taiwanese. It's all over the place. So.
Oh yeah.
Stu said, have
Panda
you ever had
Express.
Chinese food in the UK? No, but the producer has. Their experience. But the producer never had it in the States. So I gotta figure out that. Panda Express, but yeah,
Yes,
oh my gosh.
Panda Express Taiwan. You'd make a killing, bro.
It's even run like Panda Express is from Thai, like it's a Taiwanese family that owned Panda, what was it called? Panda Inn, which was the original restaurant, and then they spun off and did their Panda Express, and of course it's crazy. They should totally open up one of those.
Yeah, here in Taiwan and then in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I would be all about like their shrimp walnut chicken or the walnut shrimp, whatever it's called, that dish, and then like kung pao, like you said, kung pao chicken, General Tso's chicken. Like I would die for some good American, as they would say it, lo mein.
Lo mein. Chow mein. Lo mein.
Chow mein.
God, I love it.
But I will say this: I went to a Hong Kong restaurant here, and it's called Victoria Harbor Restaurant.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, really original.
Of course it is.
Yeah, really
Hong
original.
Kong restaurant called Victoria.
Victoria. Oh my
Makes
gosh.
perfect sense.
Yes, right. I know. I was like, where did they get the name of that for? And they had the Singapore style noodles there, which I really love. The mei fun, real thin rice noodles
Yeah.
with the curry sauce. It's like that coated in that yellow curry sauce.
And it comes out all yellow and stuff. Yeah.
Everything else stains everything. It looks like it's like their plates like stained yellow forever.
Yep, yeah. That's right. Forever yellow. That's right. Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, I would love Freedom 762. I would love some Indonesian food.
Oh yes, big love.
Now I've had some proper Filipino food here though. There's a couple places, but I don't know if there's so many Indonesian immigrants here. There's gotta be some good Indonesian food here.
So Indonesian food is quite prevalent in Hong Kong, given the fact that there are a lot of Indonesian domestic helpers, and it's a huge community.
Same here, yeah.
And so like on the weekends, actually, they just kind of gather around and share food and stuff like that. It's huge, like down one of the bridges, and they just hang out. And you can actually walk up and buy very authentic Indonesian food.
Oh.
That they even have like their mortars where they're grinding out the sauces on the street.
Really?
Yeah. And since they're doing it kind of like their own little picnic thing, like the government can't really say no because they're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
And like there's no real monetary exchange, so they're just kind of doing their thing. So yeah, Indonesian food, I love it. You can get some very authentic stuff here. Filipino food, I find, is probably one of the most underrated Southeast Asian cuisines by far. Like, it is so good. Like, the palate is a little different. It's a little bit more that sour, savory, it's not very spicy. So I just find that's definitely something that's very, 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 it's like a hidden gem. You find a Filipino friend, take you there to some authentic stuff. It'll change your mind. It'll change your mind for good. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, Stu's there. I went, and Stu and I, we know the mutual guy. His name's Ryan. Like he took myself and one of our other friends, Ming, to a Filipino place here, and oh my gosh, actually it's a couple times now. Like it's a legit place when you walk in and they give you the plastic gloves to eat with.
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
yes, this is gonna be so good. If you don't get the plastic gloves, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, balut. I love balut. It is delicious. Actually, since I'm not scared of any of that stuff, balut is very good. It's the half boiled egg with the duck still in it.
Half developed.
It's
half developed.
hard,
yeah.
Yeah, half developed. So not half boiled, half developed.
Yeah.
It's
boiled.
It's very good.
Yeah. Well, maybe do maybe some international food. Maybe I don't know. There's so much here. Like I could go down the list of Taiwanese food for weeks. So just waiting till the night market's open again.
Finger food, fun times.
Yeah.
Haggis.
Haggis.
Have you ever had haggis?
I know what it is. Never had it. Stuffed stomach or intestines?
Had it once. It's not bad.
Yeah. I'll eat it.
Like I think you can only stuff innards inside of more innards.
Yeah.
And cook it in a certain way, and it'll only taste a certain way, right? Like just like no matter what you do to it, it's gonna taste like what it is.
Innards, yeah, exactly. It's like when you get mian chen and you put the intestines in there.
Yeah.
It has that taste. There's no getting around it. That is like the core flavor of it is always that.
It's that is what it tastes like. Yeah. Oh, actually, getting back to Stu's question. Now, I've never had Chinese food in the UK, but I have had Chinese food in Germany. Have you had Chinese food in Germany?
No, I've not gone to the Chinese restaurant in Germany.
Oh,
is it the one in Nuremberg? The one in Nuremberg? I can only imagine.
I've been to several in Nuremberg.
I walked past it. There's one right there, because I would always stay at the Ibis Hotel.
I know which one it is.
It's right outside the wall of Old Town, right? And you go into the Old Town area, and there's up the main drag as you're trying to make it to what's that Mexican restaurant there we always go to?
Oh, good God! I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Misaki will know the name of it.
I know exactly. Is it the one we had meal sim last time?
Yeah, so when we had meal sim, it was it was massive thing.
Then they had the super big 4-story gym on the other side.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
Yes. So we walked up the street there, and there was a Chinese restaurant on the left. It was Cantonese style. It looked like. Yeah. And I never tried it. I was like, it looks okay, but I was like,
No.
Oh, meal sim. We have to explain what meal sim is.
So every year during IWA, which is our day job trade show in Germany, we have a gathering, an industry gathering of people that are enthusiasts, industry friends, manufacturers, a bunch of people. We gather. We want to. It's essentially for camaraderie and for the community. We gather and we go eat somewhere.
And in airsoft, let me give you a name of the reason behind the name is in airsoft we play it. There's different types of airsoft. One's called mil sim, which you simulate military operations. So instead of running around like paintball and having fast games, you get fully geared up and you do huge teams and objectives and all that. So it's mil sim for military simulation.
Yeah.
Meal sim is the play on the word.
Yeah. So that's what it is. It's a big eating out night of hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get T-shirts made and everything.
Yeah, T-shirts, cool. Patches. It's gotten out of control though.
It has. It only took us 1 year to get out of control.
It went from a few people to a bunch to hundreds. Showing up.
I think that the last one in that Mexican restaurant, nobody thought it would be that many people. I think Thomas tried to call ahead. So Thomas is the guy who kind of made this up.
Yeah.
Thomas called ahead, and he had to ask, "Can we book out your whole place?" He said, "Haha, LOL." Sure. No, we had a line down the other block.
Yeah, it was it was the whole place in 2 seatings.
Yeah.
We had to rotate the restaurant twice.
Yeah.
So
people
half the people were in there eating,
know what's going on,
and the other half the people were outside waiting. And I think they thought Thomas was joking when he said, "I want the whole place." And they booked out I guess seating for maybe 50 or 70.
I think it was about 70.
Yeah. Maybe over 200 that showed.
It was definitely over. Look, we could have booked out that whole restaurant plus their outside sitting area if it wasn't so cold.
Oh,
because that
my God,
was
frigid.
ghastly cold.
It was sub-zero then. It
like
was
that.
ooh.
Like all the other nights were actually okay. That night in particular was really bad.
I remember standing up because I got there like 20 or 30 minutes early.
Yeah.
And it was too late. Like people like pre-showed and they went in without like coordinating. So like the whole place got full already,
yes.
full already. And then so like all of us were actually outside, like queued up for like the next seating. Oh, that was so wild.
Yeah. So I did have some of the Chinese food in Nuremberg because my bosses enjoy Clarence and Chris. They enjoy Chinese food, so I had to go do it. It was. It's okay. You go in there with expectation, right? But I think my favorite Chinese food is a dinky small restaurant in Berlin that I had.
Really?
Yeah, I went there with my former colleague from Beijing in Malaysia, and it was so funny. It was literally called the Hong Kong restaurant, and inside they served like mee goreng, and they had like nasi lemak, and then they had like some kind of other weird Chinese food. It was just they should have just called it the Asian restaurant.
Yeah, like we're gonna serve everything.
Sausalitos. Yeah, that was it.
Sausalitos?
Yeah, Masaki got it.
That's it. Yeah, Sausalitos. Yep.
Yeah, that was it. Oh my goodness, that's
The Mexican restaurant in Nuremberg, Germany. Oh my gosh.
the best. I think was still Burgerista because Burgerista really worked with us on that one.
They
That
did.
Were you there on that
They
one?
weren't ready for us. Yeah, we like all queued up and they managed the flow of people pretty well.
Yeah, Burgerista really managed the flow, and then they worked with us really well, and they made sure we all were seated, and their staff were really helpful and got us all situated and stuff like that. Very fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine that place.
Yeah. Oh, Stu, you've probably been to that restaurant too. Yeah, it's close to the where the Holocaust Memorial is. So that Potsdamer Platz, close by that area.
My favorite Chinese restaurant is Private Bumpkin. It's shoved between a barbecue place and a bird watching feeding store in a Publix parking lot.
You know what? That sounds awesome.
and you just told me roughly what part of the country you live in if it's Publix. So you're near where I'm from in Tennessee. So if you're Publix, it's gonna be like the southeast. Was my guess.
That sounds absolutely awesome. That sounds like simultaneously the best Chinese food and the best barbecue at the same time.
But you know what I miss the most is the Chinese buffet, specifically. The all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Don't scrape to the bottom. Don't go to the bottom.
Don't go to the bottom. You wait.
Don't go to the bottom.
When that tray is half gone, you wait that out until they bring out a fresh one, and you got to watch that. Like, you
That's right. Don't do it.
Never go to them because they just put the new on top of the old.
Yeah.
That old's been there too long. Always start with the top of the pile.
That's right. Don't ever go to the bottom.
And by the way, never eat sushi at the all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Oh yeah, never do. So yeah, get this. When my family first moved back in 2007, they were in they were in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Mm-hmm. They drove, I think, 10 minutes out, Holiday Island area, and then in Holiday Island, this retirement area, they had a restaurant called the Hong Kong Buffet, right? So my dad was like, "Hey, honey, we found the Hong Kong Buffet." How bad could it be? Everybody was okay, but my sister got diarrhea for a week. So
did she eat the sushi?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, I've been there sometimes. You see it and you're like, really? You're putting a sushi on all you can eat Chinese buffet? But I will say in Vegas, off the strip, it's near UNLV, way off the strip, there's a great all you can eat sushi place. Like legit good. Every single year I go, most times twice when I go to SHOT Show.
It's not the same place that we went with Uncle Alan, right?
What? Yeah. That one.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
My throat was seasoned up so much.
You were sick already. Yeah, you couldn't enjoy it. Yeah, you were there.
No. It was. I think what happened was it was a combination of that really dry desert air, and then I had to talk for 2 days straight.
Yeah.
And so like when I sat down, the thing that saved my life was that ice cold Sapporo.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Oh, it felt so good.
Yeah, so you missed out on that one. I like that place, man. That all you can eat, like that. That's
Their
probably
tempura roll was not bad, to be
Yeah.
honest. I tease the colorful tempura flakes. Other than that, it was not bad.
yeah. It's very American style sushi. It's all the wild stuff, and it's funny. It's a Japanese restaurant, but it's every single in my experience, every single all you can eat Japanese restaurant's always been run by Korean people. I promise, it is. It's a universal truth when it comes to America. You go to all you can eat sushi, it's always a Korean management or a Korean family or somebody runs it. I promise you.
Gracious.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
Interesting.
But it's good. They're so good. So,
It was not bad, and the service was fantastic.
yep, always good. Yeah. It's not bad. It's like US price is like mid-20s US.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but that's always
Well-
a kind of a winner. It's one of the little hidden gems there. There's a couple other of those around, but Vegas has that's all somebody saying dude, the all you can eat. God, all you can eat episode in Vegas, I would put on 5 kilos in a week.
In a sitting.
Yeah. What is that one? Is it Sushi Samba?
Is it?
That's okay. This is what I miss the most. There's a place called Sushi Samba, and I think it's the Peruvian Japanese fusion place. It's in the Palazzo of the Venetian. And they do some amazing if you ever get a chance to go to a I don't know how we get off the sidetracked on this. You ever get a chance to go to a Japanese Peruvian fusion restaurant? Do it. Imagine the best of Japanese food and the best of South American, Central American food.
Interesting.
So Latin American food and Japanese food, and you think, how can those two work together? But they do, and they work together amazing. You just take the right flavors from one, the right flavors from the other, you combine them, and you get this amazing combo. You have to do it. So my advice is, if you ever run across a Japanese Peruvian fusion, go do it. Because a lot of Japanese settled in Peru. I think post World War II.
That is true, because there's a show on Netflix, Street Food Season 2. It was talking about a Peruvian chef who's second generation Japanese guy. His father used to work for the government.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sushi salon. Oh yeah, Masaki's Palazzo. Absolutely, sushi samba is good. And Masaki, don't go in thinking traditional Japanese. Just walk in and think new type of cuisine. If you go with that mindset, you'll love it.
Yeah. I think that's what we're all gonna do next time. Sign Uncle Alan on, and that's what
that's
we're
gonna be the next one.
Yeah.
Airsoft related. We'll actually talk on this. If you guys didn't know, Mark and both of our day jobs are in the airsoft world. GHK Glock 17.
Watch the video coming out this weekend.
You've got a video. I don't have a
Yes.
video. I was I don't have one. I've got.
Yeah.
500,
There's several really good ones out there.
$500 US.
Yeah. I was on Bass Pro today. For $80 you can buy the real one. For $80 more bucks you can buy the real one.
I knew that would be the comments.
Comes with two mags.
Yeah, I know. So.
Yeah.
So.
No, but there's several really good videos out there already about it, but I want to come at it a slightly different approach from some of the other guys.
I'm interested to see what
So-
you're going to do. I
Yeah.
want to hear your thoughts on that because that's one I'm not. Even though there's a Taiwanese company, I haven't got a hold of it. So I'd like to hear
It's
what you have
good.
to say.
But I think there's a few things that some of the other guys didn't really dive too much into that I think I want to take a little bit more time and talk a little bit more about. So
Cool.
this weekend, keep it locked.
So check it out on Mark's channel, which is Red Wolf Airsoft on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Wow, that's more airsoft than we've ever talked about in this whole 9 episodes. Awesome.
I know. Well, we had to. Yeah, sometimes you have to acknowledge your day job, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And sometimes it's okay that we don't talk about our day jobs. What were we talking about? And airsoft question, really think you're about getting a Tipman. I'm not the right person to ask for this one.
I've had a Tipman Omega. There are other options. I think it still needs a little time in the oven, to be candid with you. It's 80% there. If you're okay with doing some mods to it, and putting some work and energy. I had one. I mean, I literally owned one. You're going to need to do a few things to it to get to where you want to be. Just to be fair. I think you would be better off if you want to go HPA. Just get like if you want mechanical, like electro-pneumatic, like that.
Wolverine.
Yeah, you can do that. Mark, who's your company sells the MTR. Grab the MTR, or if you want the new Chimera from Polar Star, both are great options.
Yeah.
If you want to do something electro-pneumatic or mechanical, I think those are both better solutions. If you're going to throw a little money at it, throw a little extra money at it and do it. Just because, like I said, it's not bad. It just needs some work when you get it. And by the time you throw that work at it, you should just go ahead and buy a Wolverine MTR. You should go ahead and buy a Polar Star Chimera based system or something along those lines. You'll be happier in the long run getting that system. I think you're also have more variety, more versatility, more usability. So.
Yeah, for sure. I absolutely agree.
Yep.
And I don't need nothing to add on that statement because that's exactly what I would have said.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I think that's a good place to cap it for tonight.
Yep. Enjoy the fast food. I'm going to be working out tomorrow. I don't know about you.
Oh, yes. I'm going to my Japanese classes lesson number 2 tomorrow.
Oh, lesson number 2.
Oh yeah, guys, I'm learning Japanese now officially. So hopefully next time when I go visit Japan, I will sound like a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Ohagazamasu, dotomashite, konnichiwa. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm finished.
I don't learn Japanese from Filthy Frank. There you go. Don't do it. All right, Jono. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm good, man.
All right, man.
Just living the dream.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you. I will do my best with the Japanese, and hopefully we can all meet together one day and have fun. And until then, stay hopped up.
Yep. Stay hopped
Have
up,
a good
guys.
night.
See ya.
See ya.